Right now at noon, a man is facing 10 charges after a shooting with a Metro police officer. Ahead, we check on their conditions and what led up to that conflict. Sean?
And as expected, we've got some rain on Fast Friday. It's moving out quick. We'll have the rest of your qualifying weekend forecast ahead.
And Metro Police are sharing expectations for this upcoming summer. We have their latest plan that has extended curfew hours for juveniles. And thanks for joining us here at 13 News at noon. I'm Anne-Marie Tiernan, along with our meteorologist Sean Ash, on what was a wet Friday morning, Sean.
Yep.
And it's Fast Friday. A lot of people want to see some action on the track today, and that's going to happen.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, this is quick moving. Everything forecast playing out perfect. This will be out. It's moving out as we speak here. So you're just going to take some time, and they'll get those dryers out on the track, and we will definitely get some laps in here. We'll show you the live Doppler 13 radar. You can see the back side of it now east of I-65. So this thing's moving quick. It's going to take a little longer to get rid of you there in Richmond. And there's our window over Terre Haute here. Hopefully we don't have to say that too much for the remainder of the month. But yes, so as this disturbance moves through, and I know it doesn't look like it right now, but this cloud deck will gradually thin out. 54 right now. 55 in Shelbyville, 58 in Bloomington. Between now and 4 p.m., as the clouds thin enough, temperatures respond, and we will come close to hitting 70 degrees. So again, just a matter of time before they can get the track dry, but the rain is ending, and we will get some sunshine kind of breaking out here, and temperatures, as I mentioned, peaking near 70 degrees. Much more humid air, as muggy as it's been in quite some time, coming in over the weekend. Unfortunately, that's going to bring some rain and storms with it. We'll talk about which day will have the greatest coverage, how high we're detailing, and we now have Carb Day in the 7-day forecast. We'll see you with that in a few minutes.
All right, Sean, thanks so much. Happening today in the courtroom, sentencing for a former teacher at an Indianapolis Christian school is now delayed, pushed back a week. But we did learn the terms of the plea agreement for 24-year-old Tori Lemon. She admits to having a sexual relationship with a 15-year-old female student at Colonial Christian School. And we have here video of Lemon outside the Marion County courtroom just this morning. Lemon already pled guilty to child seduction. She was sentenced yesterday in Hamilton County for the relationship. She served 30 days in jail, and that time is now counted in her Marion County plea deal, which is identical to Hamilton County and includes 4 years probation. Lemon was a kindergarten teacher at the school, and some of the sex acts took place in her apartment, which was located on the school campus, which is on the north side of Indianapolis. Prosecutors have filed charges against a man who allegedly shot at an IMPD officer. 24-year-old Victor Garcia Lopez is now facing 10 charges, including attempted murder and battery resulting in bodily injury. Court documents say he attacked a woman and her landlord Friday night. When police showed up and tried to detain Garcia Lopez, they say he pulled out a gun and shot an officer in the arm. That officer shot back. They both went to the hospital. The officer was released from the hospital the day after the shooting. Garcia Lopez, however, remains hospitalized today. We have more details from the court documents if you'd like to learn more about this case. If you go to our website, which is WTHR.com. Also this afternoon, we're learning that a 30-year-old man has died after a shooting on the east side of Indianapolis. This happened at a motel located on East 21st Street around 6:30 last night. IMPD says Joshua Thompson went to the hospital in critical condition, but later died. IMPD also says a person of interest was detained at the scene, but since released. Once we learn more about the man's identity, we'll make sure to bring it to you on all WTHR platforms. Meantime, the state is now rolling out a Medicaid overhaul. The state claims it's the first in the nation to put pressure on hospitals to lower commercial health care prices. It will also put more state and federal money into rural and lower cost providers. The changes are expected to revamp how Indiana taxes hospitals and distributes supplemental Medicaid payments. Hospitals lowering commercial rates getting larger Medicaid payments, while those with higher prices get smaller increases. IMPD is stepping up efforts now to prepare parents and teens for some summer curfew hours. IMPD getting the word out with a video message and also a letter this week. Ashton Hackman explains IMPD's goal ahead of the start of summer.
And this summer, teens and their parents will navigate a temporary curfew here in the Circle City, one that starts 2 hours earlier than the state one.
IMPD Chief Tanya Terry backed the extended curfew during the approval process earlier this month. Under the temporary curfew law, everyone under 18 cannot be in public before 5 a.m. any day of the week. Teens under 14 must be home before 9 p.m. every day. Teens 15 to 16 must be home by 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and by 11 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. 17-year-olds are still subject to state law, requiring they be home by 11 each night, Sunday through Thursday, and by 1 in the morning on Fridays and Saturdays. IMPD getting ahead of the summer, sending this video to families this afternoon.
These laws are in place to help keep you safe, and our officers will continue to enforce curfew citywide when necessary. We want you to have a safe summer. Across our city, there are programs, sports, mentorship opportunities, and activities that can help you stay active, meet new people, and build your future.
Teens caught out past curfew may be taken to a location where they wait until a parent or guardian is contacted.
We don't want them wandering the streets at night. We don't want them involved in activity that could cost them their life or they could be injured severely. We want to prevent that from the get-go, and if we can do that here early in the summer and save lives, that's the ultimate goal.
A goal to curb past incidents of youth violence past curfew, like a mass shooting in downtown last summer. IMPD says curfew enforcement aims to be prevention, not punishment.
That's what the ultimate goal is, just ensuring that these kids get to enjoy their summer and their time off, but they do it in a safe manner.
In Indianapolis, Ashton Hackman, 13 News.
IMPD says the extended curfew hours here in Indianapolis will remain in effect through Labor Day.
God put me there for a reason. You know, I am trained for that.
A retired Muncie police officer's quick thinking stopped the suspect in that deadly triple shooting on Mother's Day. Scott Odell now speaking exclusively with 13 News about his actions to make sure the suspect there couldn't get away. Odell spent more than 2 decades on the SWAT unit, and he tells us that he and his fiancee were driving home Sunday when they saw someone there crying for help. As they got closer, they saw this man standing over a woman. Odell says after the man ran into the house, he grabbed his gun and chased the man. A few seconds later, that suspect came outside.
And I was yelling at him to get his hands up and get on the ground. And then I just kind of closed the distance. He stepped down. And then by the time I got to the sidewalk and he was down there, I just put him on the ground and then controlled him until the police came.
Muncie police say the suspect dragged Cheyenne Rains down the sidewalk by her feet and shot and killed her. He's also accused of shooting 2 other men there who tried to help and intervene. The 21-year-old suspect is still in Delaware County in custody right now, being held without bail on a dozen preliminary charges. We did reach out to the prosecutor's office to ask about when they expect to file charges, and we have yet to hear back. When we do, we'll update you. This weekend, Mooresville schools are planning a public tribute service, all to honor and remember Captain Seth Koval. He was one of 3 Ohio Air National Guardsmen who died in the line of duty, and he did so in the first few days of that Iran conflict. The service is Sunday at 2 o'clock at Mooresville High School. It will include tributes from Captain Koval's commanding officer, along with his brother, his sister, and his wife. The public is welcome, and to attend this service, they are invited. We have more information about where, when, and how online at WTHR.com. It really was just moments ago that we learned that actor Brendan Fraser will be the honorary starter for the 110th running of the Indy 500. The green flag getting so close, dropping now in just 9 days from now.